Hi guys, welcome to the 14th video of the Lovebubber 450 questions series. So strings we have started and we have done I think around 7 to 8 or more than that actually. More than 8 problems we have done. And if you have not watched a single video till now, you can check the playlist. I'll put the link in the description. And if you want the questions, this sheet link that also will be there. So you can have a look at the description box. So I got some feedback that you need more explanation in the problems. So for that, I'll suggest you one thing. Whichever problem you don't understand, you tell me. I will make a separate complete video on it. Actually, explaining every problem, the video will become too long. As my problem is, I don't know how to, explain in short. Whenever I explain, it will become a very long video. I will go completely into depth and I have not learned how to explain it in short. So I'm still working on that. I'm sorry. So I will learn it and I'll take your feedback in a positive way. So today let us start this problem. Print all subsequences of a string. So given so we don't have a editor over here to verify our answer, but printing all subsequences is simple only. For example, if the string is A, B, C, then can you tell me what are the subsequence? Subsequence means it need not be continuous. Like subsequence can be A, B, C, A, B, A, C also, B, C, and A, B, C. See, one thing to note over here is how many subsequences we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7. And what is the length of this string? 3. Actually, even empty string is a subsequence. So if you count that also, it will be 8. So what we are getting here, number of subsequences will be 2 power n. N is the length of the string. Okay. So can we use this somewhere, somehow? Actually, this problem can be solved with recursion and maybe even dynamic programming. So those kind of approaches are also there. But approach I have learned is, I mean, I know both the approaches, but what I will be sharing with you today is with using some bits, related to bits. So to understand this problem, you need to first of all understand there will be 2 power n subsequences. Okay, so I need to find, like I need a variable total, which is equal to this 2 power n. And I will run 2 for loops. The outer for loop will go from 1 to 2 power n. And the inner for loop will go from, it will scan through the string. The inner for loop will scan through the string. And every time we have to just check for one condition, I and one left shift J. If this is non-zero, if this value is non-zero, then we print the character. Why we are doing this is because suppose this string is there ABC. We want to print A only. In the first time, we want to print A only. We don't want to print B and C. In the second time, we want to print only B, not A and C. Like that, we want to leave some characters and print the remaining characters. That is where this bits operation comes into play. I want you to work it out, like take a pen and paper and work out this problem. Take the string ABC and try to work it out. Try to use bits over here and try to work it out for yourself. You will understand what I'm saying. It is all about picking an element and not picking the other element. Just that. Or either picking all the elements or picking none of the elements. So it is very easy to solve once you dry run the code. But let me show you now what I am saying. So what I'm saying is, let us take a string input and let us take some variables I and j, and we need a variable n which will be the length of the string, and a variable called total. Basically total is equal to 2 power n. This is nothing but 2 power n only, because that many subsequences will be there. Now let us run a loop from I equal to 1 to total. And inside we have to scan through the string. So j equal to 0, j less than n plus plus j. And here if I and 1 left shift j, then let us output the character. Let us print the character. And let us give an endl over here. Okay. So let's see if it will run. So using bits, we can do this way. Actually, it should be 1 over here, not I. So I made a mistake. So we will not get the correct answer now. We will get some repeated sequences if I'm correct. See, we're getting some repeated sequences because I done a mistake here. It is I and 1 left shift j. So let us do that again. Let us build it once more. See, we're getting the answer A, B, A, B, C, A, C, B, C, A, B, C. We got all the subsequences. So you can use recursion also to solve this problem, or you can use bits also to solve this, whatever is possible, whichever is feasible method. Like if the constraints are like according to the constraints in the interview, you can tell both the approaches. Recursion approach is also simple. Recursion approach is already given in this article. You can have a look at it. Recursion approach is very simple actually. I wanted to discuss a better approach. That's why I told this one. So I hope you understood this. And now let us go to the next question. The next question is print all permutations of a given string. So this question can be easily done with STL function next permutation. But if we are not allowed to use STL, like in some interviews, we are not even allowed to use STL. Sometimes even C++ only is not allowed. Those times, what do we have to do? So let us assume that STL is not allowed. Okay. So STL, you cannot use this function. So how to do this question now? So to do this question, I shall write the function here and then paste it over there. Or actually wait. So I will just call a function called permutation, and I will type that function here now. So that function permutation, it is having a void return type. So the parameters are the string and the starting character and the ending character. And the base case is if L equal to R, then we will output the string. Otherwise, so this is the base case. Otherwise, what we will do, we will run a loop from I equal to L to R. And now we have to swap, we have to do swapping of S of L and S of I, and then recursively call the function again, but pass the parameter L plus 1. And this step what I'm writing is backtracking step. So you need to know what is backtracking. So this step over here is backtracking, and this is the recursive call. So permutation, printing the permutation, what happens is, so if I have to remove this, 1 second, I'll just do that. So if suppose there is a string ABC, what are the different kind of permutations? I can have ABC itself, I can have A and swap these two characters C and B. Otherwise, swap these two characters BAC, then go over here, then I can have here BCA also. Like that, you will get a lot of this thing. It's like a tree only, it will keep growing. But every step you have to go back, you have to do backtracking and then check for if there is any other swapping left. To understand this better, you can look at the GFG article itself. It will give you the exact this thing, the map, so not the map, the drawing, the diagram is much clearly explained over there. It is more clearly explained. So you can have a look at that. But the code for this problem is this only, this permutation function, void permutation. So this is the code, okay? So now let us discuss this problem. Split the binary string into substrings with equal number of zeros and ones. So this is a pretty simple, straightforward problem only. Like I think you have already got the answer. Just keep two variables, count of zeros, count of ones. Whenever count of zero is equal to count of one, increase answer value. And then finally print the answer. Like, let me explain what I told with a test case. Like if the test case is 0, 1, what was it? 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, keep two variables, count of zeros and count of ones. Let us traverse through the string like this. Count of 0 will become 1, count of 1 becomes 1. Both of them are equal, so answer value becomes 1. Then 0, 0, 1, 1, answer becomes 2. 0, 1, answer becomes 3. 0, 1, answer becomes 4. So just keep checking when this count 0 value and count 1 value is equal or not. That's all this problem is. It is just implementation, nothing else. Even the code over here is given. The same thing they will tell. If you don't understand, then look at the code. Otherwise, try it by yourself. It is very simple. So in this video, that's all. I have some college work now. So I will not be able to do more problems today. Maybe tomorrow we can, hopefully. Some lab sessions I have, virtual lab. Virtual lab is quite funny though, and I have to know how to do it. Tomorrow I have labs, so maybe the video will be uploaded a little late. Please share the video with all your friends, subscribe to the channel, and if you like my work, please do hit the like button. It will motivate me a lot. And stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye.